he still had that conscience. He cared about politics, he cared about social revolution in this country, he cared about this country deeply. He was against the war in Vietnam to begin with. In Vietnam, he certainly was against the war in Iraq. In any case, he decided he'd become a producer. He heard the story of a man named Tomas Young. Tomas Young happens to be sitting over there tonight. You see the story of Tomas Young, a documentary called Body and War. That fellows put together. It'll tear your heart out. He said, Mike, I want you to see this documentary. Okay, George. I mean, I really want it. He would call and call again and make sure and send a car. And finally, I went to see it. And it's the best damn documentary I think I have ever seen in my life.
Wow.
It will tear your heart out. And it will tell you, it will reinforce some of your prejudices, no doubt. It'll make you think and feel, and so forth. In any case, he's now a producer. He not only produced it, he financed it, he directed it, he produced it, and as I say, he put it together. Enough already. Where do you see it? You're not going to see it tonight, but you'll be seeing it. Do I have anything else that I'm supposed to say up here?
Ellen.
Ellen?
Introduce Ellen.
Ellen Spiro?
Yes.
That's the typical, genuine, generous Donahue. Ellen, who worked with him on all of this.
I want several copies of that introduction, and I plan to show the tape to my kids. Well, it's great to be here on a lovely dinner evening where my wife, Marlo Thomas, is not getting an award. I can't tell you. I carry her plaques now. So coming to this wonderful assembly of creative people tonight is a big rush for us. This recognition by the Film Review Board has, well, you won't know, you can't know how important it is to us. You've given us heft, you've given us gravitas, and you allow us to show our film to other people. You make it possible for us to launch a movie about Iraq. Not an easy thing today. We know we're going uphill, but we've got the best people helping us. And I start with Andrew Hurwitz of New Film Sales, who is our macher. He's our man out there. He's the man who's going to make it possible for what we hope will be a very wide audience to see our film. I've had a number of blessings during this experience, but one of the biggest came when I called, thanks to Dee Halleck, who gave me her name. I called Obus Media in Austin, Texas, and a woman answered the phone. I told her who I was, and she recognized me, thank God. And off we went to Kansas City to meet a young man who has touched our lives. Not only Thomas, but his entire family. We parachuted into his living room 3 years ago. And now, here we are at the Film Review Board dinner. This is a big deal for us. I want you to meet, when all you need is one great cinematographer, a woman who has co-directed this film with me. Imagine, co-directing with me. I mean, this is two A personalities riding the same horse for a long time. We weren't speaking to each other, and I told her I wasn't going to trust me, until the swelling in my jaw went down. But we survived, we still respect each other, and she brought in some of the most wonderful, wonderful images I've ever seen on film. Kindly welcome Ellen Spiro.
I think the swelling is beginning to go down. Well, you can't have a great documentary without a great subject. And wow, when I met Tomas Young, I knew we had a film. I didn't know what the story was going to be or where the story was going to go. But I knew we had one when I met Tomas Young. And he inspired me, and I think everybody else that worked on Body of War, with the possibility that after getting shot, if he could get his life back together, then maybe our country can too. And I love this guy, and I think you will too after you see our film. And two great editors that help tell that story. You need great editors when you have no idea where your story is going to go. They are Bernadine Kolish and Philip Shopper, who are sitting over there. You've got a heart and soul of pure gold, and the risk-taking inclinations of Evel Knievel. Thanks for jumping off this cliff, and thanks to the National Board of Review for this honor.
And Thomas, there'll be no film here. I mean, you'll see the authenticity of this young man in our film. And to Thomas, we say thank you for the moral courage you displayed in Iraq and the moral courage you displayed to us. You put it out there, you let us see the harm in harm's way, and we thank you very much. And we believe, well, we believe along with you, Thomas, that there ain't no mama, baby. We're proud to know you. We thank you very much for being a part of our lives for the past 3 years.